Hi YouTube, this is Felicia with Bible Scraps and your Fun Stampers Journey Coach, and I have a super cool technique to share if you want to create an easy and simple mixed media feel to your cards. Check these out. This says congrats, this says birthday, and this one says thanks. Now this month we have our silks and our splashes on sale for 20% off. In this video, I will be using our silks to create this easy mixed media feel. I do have reviews on both products, so be sure to check out my links below. Now in this video, we are going to use a simple but beautiful stamp set called Flower Swirls, and we're also using this fabulous collection of dies that's called Designer Frames. So I would love to have you as a customer and shop with me, and doing so is really easy. Visit my website www.funstampersjourney.com/Bible Scraps. You could also visit the main website. At the top of the screen, type in my name, Felicia Hands with a Z, in the Coach Finders tab, and then you must click on my profile picture, which is this picture of my original Fun Stampers Journey. It's a shopping lot. Once you click on the picture, you have entered in my store. You could also click on any of the links in my description box, and that should take you directly to my store. If you should have any questions, please email me at biblescraps@yahoo.com. And some exciting news on April the 1st, and I tell you, it was no April Fool's Day. We did debut our latest catalog. This is Celebrating Life's Moments, Spring into Summer catalog. Now, I did a flip through video of this catalog. I've also placed my order already. You could check out the link below. I'll also link our virtual catalog. Okay, so let's take a closer look at these cards. I love how these turned out, but I want you to pay attention to the word thanks and the frame. It has an oxide look to it. That's because I used Turbo Teal. This is one of my favorite silks to use because it creates a beautiful oxide feel. This one here, I've used Cool Pool. It also gives an oxide feel, and you could see it with the word congrats, and this is with the Cool Pool cardstock. And with this card, I used Cosmic Grape. I did not do anything to the frame, but you could see how Cosmic Grape looks on our Grape Fusion cardstock. Okay, if you are a card maker, you must pick up our envelope die. I have used this die set, I don't know in how many videos. You will love it because you can custom create envelopes to match all of your cards. Now, you do need to have a cutting platform of at least 8.5 inches by 11 to use this die set. I've had this for almost a year. Some time ago, I went to play around with it. I couldn't figure it out. Not that it's difficult, but it is a little different to use. Well, Fun Stampers Journey has a YouTube channel. If you don't understand my instructions, I'll have it linked below. But you get 6 dies, your 2 frame dies, 3 words, and this belly band. Let me share the sandwich for the Cuttlebug. You need the C plate and the B plate and your platform. Now, it's a 2-step die process. You have your larger frame, and you see the cut line all around it, but then you have this inner frame. Now, what's different about this frame, you see the cut line, but it's not around the whole frame. There's a break here and a break here. So in those areas, there's no cut line. What you need to do is position the inner frame inside the larger frame. Add your cardstock. And you need to use washi tape if you are not using a magnetic platform. After you've ran your sandwich through, you'll end up with a outer frame and a die cut that looks like this. You can see where the breaks are in the die. The next step is to choose the dye, the word dye that you want to use. And by the way, you can use these word dyes as a standalone dye. Check out the video below and you can learn all about it. Make sure you have your word upright. The word dye also has breaks in it. And what I've done, I've taken a black Sharpie just to add or to color in where my breaks are. What you want to do is line up the break. For me, it would be the black lines with the break in my frame. You could turn it over and slide it over just to make sure the black Sharpie is aligned with the attached part of your die cut. And once you've done that, you do need to use washi tape to hold down your die. Now I'm using the Cuttlebug and I need to send this step through 2 times to get a clean cut. It'll be different depending on the die cutting machine you are using and the sandwich you are using. Okay, so this is what it looks like after you die cut it, and you have to carefully remove, and you end up, well, remove your washi tape. You could use your pokey tool to clean up your die, and you end up with a frame with your word or belly band. And I'm using our flower swirls. Now, this collection is really cute. It's growing on me. When I first saw it, I thought, how basic, but I think I like it even more because it's basic. And when you have a design that's basic, you can build upon it. Okay, so you get 10 stamps with different size swirly flowers, and you got some leaves. You see here, I have my congrats on the bottom. I could have had my congrats on the top. Because I have my word on the bottom, I want to stamp my image here because I don't want my word or my stamp to cover up my word. Now, I had not played around with my Distress Oxide inks in a while, so that's what I'm using, worn lipstick, and I'm using the larger flower swirl. These ink pads are really cool. They work great with our cardstock. Okay, so I'm going to stamp right in this corner, and I'm going to stamp just one time. Now, Oxide inks, they're juicy. You do want them to dry a minute, but I can't wait. So what I'm going to use next, I haven't used these in a while. These are liquid pearls. So I thought, why not use them on this project? So what I'm going to do is just add a little bit of liquid pearl in different places on the flower. And the next thing we're going to use is this Journey Glaze. I love this stuff. I'll have everything linked below. I do want to share a tip with you, and I just learned this right now. Okay, so with a lot of glazes, you know how your nib will clog up? I keep a pen in mine, and if you don't change your pen out often, you'll get that black gump, that gooey stuff. So we do sell replacement nibs, but this is my tip. I decided to take my cap right to the kitchen sink, and I was able to declog and also able to get all that black goop out of it using a pen. So that's my tip. Clean it yourself. Okay, so now because I cleaned my nib, my liquid pearls, they've dried already. I didn't want them to dry. I wanted them to stay wet because the next step will be adding another favorite product of mine. But this is okay. However it turns out, it will turn out. So I'm doing the same thing. I'm adding my Journey Glaze throughout my flower. You don't want to add too much. While it's still wet, now take your micro beads. I have this stuff in different colors and I love it. I need to buy the clear in bulk. Okay, so wherever I have the Journey Glaze, these beads are going to take hold. They would have taken hold as well over my liquid pearl, but once again, it dried. And if you have too much glaze like I have right here, you could take a pokey tool, take something to clean it out. Okay, so my flower has dried. I have not used these in forever. I'll have these linked below. You can get these in different sizes or a combo pack. Okay, so using this is better than using the needle. Now, I added too much Journey Glaze, so I really don't care how that looks. All right, now I'm going to feature our silks. I did a review on our silks. Since my video, we've picked up 3 more colors, and I have those coming. They're so super cool. Okay, so I'm using Cool Pull silk onto Cool Pull cardstock. If I didn't mention that already, you do want to shake it up until you hear the bead. And I'm going to add a little bit of splatter just by doing that. If you want a quick and easy mixed media feel, this is the perfect product for you. And you know what? I don't want to add much more than that. Now, do you see what's happening? Certain colors will give an oxide look, and Cool Pull is one of those colors. I absolutely love that. What I'm going to also do is, using the silk, I am going to paint my word. And do you see how it appears to oxide? You can paint the whole frame, but I want the word to pop out. You could do it really easy with these silks. And to add my die cut to my card, I'm going to use good old spray adhesive. Shake it up really good. Give it a good coat of spray. Add it to the card front. Using the spray is great. I did use liquid adhesive, and it makes a mess, and it also stretches out the frame. So the spray adhesive, it's a good way to go. And you see I'm losing some beads, and that's okay because I have a whole lot there. But that spray adhesive is great when you're working with intricate die cuts as well. And this is how the card looks so far. It's basic, it's cute. I can add a lot more to it. I do want to show you a card. Now, I don't like this one. I used the wet glue, and I don't like how that turned out. I could add more flowers here, but what I'm going to do is take a flower from this card, and because I don't like this up here, I want to add something just to distract from it. And I mean, I could add another one like that, but I'm going to leave it with the one and add some cording around. Okay, so this is how my final card looks, and I'm loving this look. So what I did was I added a pop dot of hot glue to hold down the corners that lifted up. I also added a little bit of hot glue inside my flower to hold my cords in place, and I love this. Let me pull out my other 2 cards. You know, using our silks, it gives you the ability to create a quick and easy mixed media project, and I love how these came together. Okay, so to top it off, because these are cards, you need to make your envelopes, right? Don't forget, if you don't have this envelope die, pick it up. I'll have it linked below along with the video tutorial below. And here's an envelope here. It don't necessarily match, but the cards fit perfectly inside the envelope. Well, if you want to order these products, you can shop with me by clicking on my links below. Feel free to adopt any of my ideas. I only ask for proper credits. Please give shout outs and do link back to this video. Also, feel free to share this video. And if you have not subscribed, go ahead and do so right now. Well, I want to thank you all for watching. As always, blessings.